Meghan Markle bullies met their match after new attacks online. Harry and Meghan arrived for a photo call in the sunken garden of Kensington Palace with the news, adding that the wedding would occur in spring 2018. While many were excited that Harry would marry an educated and beautiful woman, it was not lost on me that she was a biracial black American, a few years his senior, and how others would receive her. For those who knew, we smirked a bit because we knew without a doubt that the haters clutching their pearls were forthcoming. Never would we have imagined what we saw in the UK press after they married, which was a full-court racist deluge of racial slurs, stereotypes, and mockery, to the point that the royal couple sued the UK media, won, and moved to California during the pandemic, and ultimately stepped away from royal duties. Most already know every bit of the couple's story, from their Netflix and Spotify deals to their sit-down interview with Oprah, in which they both opened up about life in the UK, the racist allegations against the press, and issues within the royal family. What many don't, who aren't spending their time on X or other social media apps, is that Meghan is indeed, as she puts it, one of the most bullied women online, and both Meghan and Prince Harry have been very vocal about their mental health struggles, so much so that even our reporting or social posts on Meghan are riddled with vile, explicit, and vulgar memes and comments from people who have no chill at this point. From the comments, many think that if they trash her online, they can stop Meghan from having any branding capabilities, but they are wrong. There are more positive comments and support for Meghan online than ever before, and it was refreshing to see so many supporters unite behind our outlet standing up to their negativity. What they underestimate is the resilience of black women to keep persevering despite those who wish us harm. Love and kindness will always outshine hate. And for those who want to challenge whether Meghan is a black woman, in my own words, they can take several seats. As someone who is black and Ukrainian like myself, there has never been one person who stated I was Ukrainian. People see me as a black woman, and I identify as a black woman, and no one can tell me otherwise. They can scream it until they are blue in the face, but they are only wasting their time. It's the same vile conversation that is happening with VP Kamala Harris, with Donald Trump and other online commenters challenging her ethnicity. They can keep losing their voice in vain, chanting into the void, and we can keep dumbing them down to exactly what it is, their irrelevant opinion. Larissa May, founder of Half the Story, a nonprofit focused on improving young people and how they engage with technology, shared personal conversations that Meghan had with a group of teens while visiting the nonprofit Girls Inc. in Santa Barbara, California this month. We did an activity where we talked through a bunch of scenarios, and Meghan talked about being one of the most bullied people in the world, May stated to Vanity Fair. We had girls wave these little emoji signs and talk about how each one of these scenarios would have impacted them emotionally, she added. Online harassment is nothing new, and that's why our team at Glitter started our self-love campaign in 2015. This campaign sparked a movement worldwide where brands, celebrities, and fans came together to share what self-love means to them. We reached over 300 million eyes, and to this day, we ignited the hashtag self-love, which was not a part of mainstream conversations and pop culture until our launch. What's happening now is that not only are Meghan's haters posting vile messages about her, but they are also sending hateful messages to our outlet for sharing news on Meghan, which is reaching our fans and fans of Girls Inc. Taking it a step further, they have now verbally attacked our staff. Our response? Love yourself. Here at Glitter, we pride ourselves on standing up to hate and bullying, sharing inspiration with our fans, and speaking out when appropriate online. Haters do not have a free pass to threaten us or anyone else. If you've learned anything from Meghan's situation, it's to clap back at haters like a kindergarten school teacher and let these bullies know that their time is up. While we don't know Meghan, our outlet will not stand by silently as these hate-fueled accounts use photos of her as a child or her children to mock her natural hair, to state explicit slurs, or to harass her every movement on our social timelines. While some of these posts are made by what seems to be bot farms, many of them are from accounts of women who should know better, including grandmothers, which is really just sad. When hate consumes someone, it's like a drug. They just can't let it go. Black women in general receive some of the most hateful comments online from Leslie Jones, Normani, Michelle Obama, and Kamala Harris, who has in the past days been allegedly called R-word, meaning special needs and a dummy on camera, by Donald Trump to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Yet black women are out educating all other demos and thriving. As a black female, I have experienced frivolous bots online attacking any and everything I have an opinion on, including film and politics, and I have no problem pushing back. That's all they are, sad and miserable people hiding behind fake profile pics and thinking that they have power when they are just weak-minded online wannabe bullies. This message isn't rocket science. This is just a simple message to young women, especially black and brown women. Do not let anyone silence your voice, push you into a corner, or scare you with their vile memes and hate. It's also a message to haters that we aren't here for you. The internet is getting more appalling by the minute, with trolls coming out of the woodwork when they see those they want to look down upon living their best life. So keep rising and shining and know that you can always hit that block button, but also clap back. How the Sussex squad changed the narrative around. Harry and Meghan by Uncategorized. In today's media landscape, powerful outlets often control the stories that shape public perception. For a long time, this seemed to be the case with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. After stepping back from serving Harry's family, the couple found themselves at the center of relentless negative press, particularly from the British tabloids. The media's portrayal was overwhelmingly one-sided, casting Harry and Meghan as villains in a saga of their own making. But against this tide of negativity, an online community known as the Sussex Squad emerged, determined to change the narrative. The Sussex Squad, a global network of Harry and Meghan's supporters, quickly became a force to be reckoned with. Through consistent efforts online, they managed to challenge the traditional media's portrayal of the couple and, in doing so, shifted the conversation around them. What's remarkable is how effectively this grassroots movement has countered what seemed like an unstoppable media machine. In the world of media, repetition plays a crucial role in shaping perceptions. If you see the same message enough times, you start to accept it as truth, even when it's based on misleading or selective information. This is where the British media had the upper hand. Negative headlines about Harry and Meghan dominated, reinforcing each other in a constant cycle of criticism. The Sussex Squad, however, didn't sit idly by. Instead, they created a parallel narrative by sharing facts, positive stories, and alternative perspectives that broke through the repetitive cycle of negativity. Social media became the battleground, and the Sussex Squad's tactics were rooted in something simple: amplifying the truth. They regularly fact-checked misinformation, circulated clips of Harry and Meghan speaking in their own words, and highlighted positive news about the couple's charitable work. This wasn't just about defending the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, it was about holding the media accountable for one-sided reporting. By pushing back against inaccuracies, they helped create a more balanced discussion where people could access a broader range of perspectives. The Sussex Squad also understood something fundamental about how social influence works. People are more likely to adopt views that they see others supporting. By building a visible, active community online, the squad encouraged more people to join their cause. The hashtag #SussexSquad became a symbol of solidarity, uniting those who were tired of seeing Harry and Meghan vilified for relocating and advocating for themselves. What sets the Sussex Squad apart is their strategic use of engagement. They recognize that clicks, likes, and shares are the lifeblood of media companies. Negative headlines thrive on emotional responses, particularly anger and outrage, which drive people to engage. But the squad, rather than feeding into this system, actively encouraged its members not to click on toxic articles or react to inflammatory tweets. By doing so, they weakened the media's ability to capitalize on controversy and ensured that harmful narratives didn't gain additional traction. Their collective decision to focus attention on positive, constructive content deprived negative stories of the attention they needed to spread. At the same time, the squad fostered an atmosphere of positivity and support. This wasn't just about responding to critics or debunking myths. It was about building a community rooted in encouragement. By sharing stories of Harry and Meghan's philanthropy and focusing on their positive impact, the squad created a space where fans could celebrate the couple rather than simply defend them. This shift in tone helped make their movement more appealing, drawing in people who might not have previously engaged but appreciated the kindness and optimism that the Sussex Squad brought to social media. In a world where toxic online behavior often goes unchecked, the Sussex Squad stands out as an example of how digital activism can be a force for good. Their efforts have been about more than just Harry and Meghan. They've highlighted a broader issue, the need for more balanced, ethical media coverage. By refusing to engage with harmful narratives and prioritizing facts and positivity, they've set an example for how to challenge media-driven negativity. In the end, the Sussex Squad's greatest achievement is that they have proven the power of collective action. Despite the influence and reach of the British media, they've shown that the public narrative isn't set in stone. When enough people come together with a common goal, they can change the conversation. Harry and Meghan may be at the center of this story, but the Sussex Squad has turned it into something much bigger, a movement for truth, fairness, and positive change in the online world.